Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. 3 keys why Warriors might end Cavaliers' 9-game win streak. The Golden State Warriors will be hoping to have their former rivals the Cleveland Cavaliers, their first loss of the season. The Golden State Warriors are headed to the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland to face off against the undefeated Cleveland Cavaliers in a high-stakes early-season clash between two contenders on Friday. The Warriors have had an electric 7-1 start to the season, but the Cavaliers one-upped them on that front by going 9-0 so far this season. Given the forms of both teams at the moment, it's arguably one of the most notable clashes of the month, as both teams will be looking to make a statement with a win over the other right now. The Warriors withstood a 3-game Stephen Curry absence with 3 wins, and now that he's back will be hoping to continue their charge to the top of the West. Despite the Cavaliers showing their competence on both ends of the court, here are 3 keys the Warriors have in their pockets to give Cleveland their first loss of the season. 1. Best net rating in the NBA. The Warriors have been comprehensively one of the most impressive teams in the NBA to start the season, leading the NBA in net rating by a considerable margin through the opening weeks of the season. Golden State currently has a net rating of plus 15.1, the best mark in the NBA. The Cavaliers aren't far behind, with a plus 12.6 net rating, good enough for third highest in the league right now. The Warriors have an electric offensive unit that thrives under Steve Kerr's motion offense, elements of which former Warriors assistant and current Cavaliers head coach Kenny Atkinson has deployed to transform Cleveland's offense as well. Klay Thompson being replaced with role players who are satisfied with their role has paid dividends, as the Warriors have true strength in numbers this season. Even though the Warriors' 120.4 offensive rating is lower in comparison to the Cavaliers' 122.6, they have the tools to comfortably outshoot the Cavaliers while relying on one of the best defensive systems in the NBA right now. 2. Defense is designed to slow Cavaliers down. The reason the Warriors have such a high net rating is because their defense is second best in the NBA while their offense is third. The Warriors' defense has a rating of 104.6, only bettered by the Oklahoma City Thunder, 96.3, who have an identical record to the Warriors at the moment. The Warriors' defense excels primarily at creating perimeter pressure, which blocks entry lanes into the rim to deny the effectiveness of bigs, especially ones without shooting ability. Unfortunately for the Cavaliers, both Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley are non-shooters, while Golden State will likely task big but mobile defenders like Brandon Podziemski or Andrew Wiggins to guard Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. Draymond Green is among the best help defenders in the NBA and will be a tough matchup for Mobley, who will have to contribute offensively to make a difference. He's averaged 17.3 points and 8.2 rebounds so far, and the Green matchup with the Warriors' defensive solidity is arguably his biggest challenge of the season yet. 3. No answer for Stephen Curry. The Warriors have demonstrated an ability to defend all kinds of opponents through the start of the season, but the only real answer opposing defenses have had for Stephen Curry on the Warriors is praying he misses his shots. Overcommitting on Curry has caused Buddy Hield and other Warriors shooters to punish opponents while letting Curry cook on his own is a gamble few defenses are comfortable with taking. The Boston Celtics look to bounce back from their first home loss as they host the Brooklyn Nets. The Boston Celtics are looking to bounce back from their first home loss of the season when they host the Brooklyn Nets on Friday. On Wednesday, the Celtics lost their second game of the season to the Golden State Warriors, 118-112. Jason Tatum, who didn't get much playing time from Warriors coach Steve Kerr during the Paris Olympics this past summer, scored 32 points, even though he started 2-for-7 in the first half. Boston made a strong comeback in the second half, overcoming a 14-point deficit, but fell short in the end. It's just the little things that we're going to look back at and be disappointed with ourselves because we definitely could have controlled that outcome, Celtics guard Peyton Pritchard said after facing the Warriors in a rematch of the 2022 NBA Finals. Derek White also contributed with 26 points. Neemias Queta had a career-high 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks in 28 minutes off the bench. The Celtics have now played 3 straight games without Jaylen Brown, who is sidelined with a strained hip flexor. Coach Joe Mazzulla has said he is not too concerned about the injury. Luke Kornet also dealt with right hamstring tightness during Wednesday's game. With these absences, Quetta has had more opportunities, and he made just his second career start against the Warriors. His defense stood out, particularly when he forced Steph Curry to take tougher shots. He's doing a good job just understanding tendencies, Mazzulla said. He's doing a good job executing the coverages that we have. He forced Steph Curry inside a 3 a couple times to his right hand. He's definitely growing. The Brooklyn Nets have been resting since their 106-104 victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday, which was their third win in the last 4 games. That win brought their record back to an even .500. There's a grit, you know? Cam Johnson said. 2 of our wins have come on the second night of a back-to-back, which I don't think we had great success with in the past. We're finding ways to win and finding ways to be tough and figured that part of the game out. Johnson and Dennis Schroeder both scored 20 points in the win over Memphis, with Schroeder also adding 6 assists. Looking ahead, Nets coach Jordi Fernandez is likely to have his healthiest lineup of the season for Friday's game, as Ben Simmons and Nick Claxton both practiced on Wednesday. Claxton returned to the starting lineup on Monday after recovering from a hamstring injury. Simmons, who has been dealing with a back issue, sat out the second game of the back-to-back. He had been playing center during some of Claxton's absence. He is physically getting where he's supposed to be, and those attempts need to go up. Because then we are all going to benefit from it, Fernandez said of Simmons. I don't care about makes-misses. I just want to see shots going up. He's more than capable of doing it, so he'll get there for sure. The Nets have been better in back-to-back games this season, winning both of their second games, compared to last season when they were just 4-10 in those situations. After facing the Celtics, Brooklyn will continue their road trip with a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Saturday, who come into that game with a perfect 9-0 record before hosting Golden State on Friday. He's been talking all night, Draymond Green-Jordan Poole feud sparks anew after leaked audio. Former teammates Draymond Green and Jordan Poole reunited on Monday night during the game between the Golden State Warriors and the Washington Wizards at the Capital One Arena. There were apparently some tense moments between the two, hinted at by a leaked audio that surfaced. Ex-user Legend Z, known for transcribing player interactions in-game, uploaded a video of the tense exchange between Green and Poole, where the Wizards guard pointed at his former Warriors teammate as if to taunt him after he hit a 3-point shot. Green returned the favor by pointing at Poole after Steph Curry sank a 3. The former Warrior also talked smack to his ex-teammate at the free throw line. There was even a moment where Wizards point guard Bub Carrington had to separate Poole from Green. Green could be heard saying, "Look at this fool right here, he's been talking all night, that's what it is." Leaked audio of Jordan Poole taunting Draymond Green and the Warriors, "I can do that now. I can do that now." Then, after Poole tried to separate his teammate, Draymond had words for him. Some fans saw the interaction as Draymond Green calling Jordan Poole a fool, but the Warriors forward was apparently referring to Carrington, who he said had been trash-talking him the whole game. Green and Poole had an infamous clash during the Warriors training camp ahead of the 2022-23 NBA season, when Green punched Poole in the face. The incident that was caught on tape and leaked online led to Green's suspension and Poole's trade to the Wizards in the summer of 2023. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jordan Poole? Leave your opinion in the comments.